Hey, this is Sam Hain, and I'm gonna do horror movie list for this time, and we go over. I'm gonna do it live. It started messing up, so I gotta start over. Here we go. This side, Occulters, April 11, 2014. Parent Activity, January 3rd, 2014. The Quiet Ones, April 25th, 2014. Only Lover Left, April 11, 2014. The Purge, Anarchy, July 18, 2014. Haunted House 2, April 18, 2014. Deliver from Evil or Eve, July 2nd, 2014. The Return, February 14th, 2014. Haunt, March 7th, 2014. Stage Fright, May 9th, 2014. Dark Horse, March 14th, 2014. Nights of Baptism, January 21st, 2014. Devil Do, January 17th, 2014. Resident Evil 6, September 12th, 2014. Horns, 2014. The Den, March 14th, 2014. Afflicted, April 4th, 2014. Camp Fever, Patient Zero, 2014. Wolf Creek 2, May 16th, 2014. Repentance, February 28th, 2014. Raise, January 10th, 2014. Centipede, 2014. Duke, 2014. 7500, 2014. Patriot Evil Awakening, 2014. Dracula Toll, October 3rd, 2014. Paranormal Activity, October 25th, 2014. The Green Inferno, September the 5th, 2014. Dead Snow, Red versus, it don't say the whole word, 2014. Woman in Black, 2014. Sundowning, 2014. Cooties, 2014. Tusk, 2014. Almost Human, February 21st, 2014. Alien Abduction, April 4th, 2014. Zombieverse, 2014. Sin Evil, 2014. Return of Nukem High, March 19, 2014. The Appearing, 2014. Home Invasion, 2014. Honeymoon, 2014. Artistic, January 31st, 2014. June 6th, 2006, June 6th, 2014. Happy Camp, March 25th, 2014. Dr. Adventure, 2014. Static, March 8th, 2014. Demonic, 2014. Apocalypse, 2014. Wolf, 2014. Clown, 2014. Witches of Bitumen, 2014. Night of the Dead, 2014. Buck Wild, March 18, 2014. Vatican Tapes, 2014. Existed, 2014. House of Dust, 2014. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, January 31st, 2014. The House is Not a Home, 2014. As Above, So Below, to August 15, 2014. Bad Vibes, 2014. Let's work it better now. So when I do live stream, it interfere with it. So Black Blood Glacier, May 2nd, 2014. Butter and Something, 2014. Cabin Fever Outbreak, 2014. Creep, 2014. Cute Little Bugger, 2014. Dark Summer, 2014. Death Do Apart, April 15, 2014. Death Walk, 2014. Dock of the Dead, 2014. Due Process, 2014. DB2, 2014. Evil in Time, 2014. Feed the Gods, 2014. 513, 2014. Grim Night, 2014. Hazmat, 2014. Hitchhiker Massacre, 2014. I Live, 2014. Insect, 2014. Intrusion, 2014. Jezebel, August 29, 2014. Juno, The Beginning. Juon, The Beginning, 2014. Late Plastic versus Alligator, 2014. Late Phaser, 2014. Love at a Time, 2014. Megabook, 2014. Monster of the 2014. Nancy Hate, 2014. Fantasia, Phantasm, Ravage, 2014. Private Room, 2014. Proxy, April 18, 2014. Red and Yellow Kill, 2014. Scooby-Doo WrestleMania, March 25th, 2014. 79, March 12, 2014. Sharknado 2, July 31st, 2014. She Rise, 2014. Solid but Deadly, February 7, 2014. Sleepwalker, 2014. Splash Serena, 2014. Squirrel, 2014. Starry Eyes, 2014. Adam Family, 2014. The Dead 2, India, 2014. The Dead Sea, April 10, 2014. Drownsman, 2014. The Farm, May 8, 2014. The Graveyard Book, 2014. The Laughing Mask, October the 31st, 2014. Marshall Family, October 31st, 2014. Night Visit, 2014. The Reverend, 2014. The Bitter Bazaar, 2014. Tin Can Man, 2014. Trick or Treat 2. Trick or Treat 2, 2014. Vanish, 2014. And Wolf Cap, 2014. That's all 2014 movie. Now moving on to 2015. Crimson Peak, October 16, 2015. Insidious Chapter, April the 3rd, 2015. Insidious Chapter, April 3rd, 2015. Poltergeist, February 13, 2015. Annabelle, January 2nd, 2015. Annabelle, 2015. The Final Girls, 2015. Afterlife with 2015. Day of the Dead, 2015. Frankenstein, January 16, 2015. Lobo, 2015. The Boy, 2015. The New Family, 2015. Untitled Predator, 2015. Now move 2016. Ghostbusters 2016, Army of Darkness 2 2016, Grasshopper Jungle 2016. Now moving to 2007. Saw 8 2017. Now moving to 2018. Let's see if it's on there. I don't have none on there. We tried 2019. 2020. That's all the horror movies that I have. I can't wait till all the movies come out. Some I know already out, but there's a lot of movies that's coming out. That's a long list, and like I said before, I don't think Jason died on the first Friday 13th because I should say he drowned, because there's too much evidence say that he didn't drown. They thought he did, but he didn't drown, because how come he died so easily by stabbing in the head on 4 and then got brought back to life on 6? So, you know, if he was dead, he would show signs of him being dead on 2, 3, and 4. And lightning brought him back to life. And that's how he actually died. He actually died on 6, not before the first Friday 13th. When he was a boy, he didn't die when he was a baby. He died when he was a grown man. People keep thinking he died, but he didn't die. He didn't die at all. That's why if you look at after 6, you can see he's like decaying. But if he had drowned, he would be decaying like he is on the 6 and up. He would show he was decaying and stuff. And like I said, I like Friday 13. I like Friday 13. And I grew up on Friday 13. I remember Halloween when it first came out. Like I said, what they did for 6, like I said, it's very interesting. I know a lot of people don't like 6. I like 6 because it kind of shows why the way he is, and why he do what he do. I don't like how he did H2O and Halloween Resurrected, because they ignored 4, 5, and 6, and it's like it never existed. That's what I hate about H2O Resurrected. They never talked about what happened on 4, 5, and 6, or even acknowledge what happened. And like I said, that I hate movies that does that and know past parts. I hate when they do that. Even Friday 13 did that on Just to Go to Hell. They ignored everything that happened before. That kind of bugs me when they do that, because how can it be a movie franchise where you jump from here to here without explaining how you got to here to here? It kind of bugs me. For my opinion, Friday 13 died on Jason Manhattan. That was the real last Friday 13 movie. All the ones after that, it was all confusing. It didn't make sense. If he here, did he in space? I mean, yeah, he go to hell, did he in space? Did he fight Freddy? None of that didn't make sense. That's why they rebooted, because they went off track and lost the real feeling of the movie. Same with Halloween. Halloween, I think they gave up on Halloween after Resurrection because it didn't do that good. And even though Jamie Lee Curtis was in there, it didn't do that good. So the H2O, it didn't really do as good. That's why they kind of scrapped it and started all over again. Rob Zombie did it, and Evil Dead. They gonna have Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness 2, which both after that movie, they will combine Evil Dead, the original, and Evil Dead New into one movie. The person who survived the first one, who survived the Evil Dead, the new movie, will be on there with Ash on Army of Darkness 3 probably, or another Evil Dead movie. I'm not exactly sure. And I gotta say that I like how they did. They did real good with Army of Darkness, Evil Dead. They did real good. They didn't screw up. But from the first one to the second one, it's like he forgot everything that happened on the first one. Like none of the character existed on the first one. On the second one, like none of the characters on the first one did not exist. Which it kind of bugs me when they do that, because I can't have a beginning when you ignore what happened at the beginning or anything in between. They should have a bridge that gets two stories together, because they need to get a lot of these stories, a lot of movies that they kind of just went from here to here really fast while explaining it. They need to make a bridge that connect them, because the timeline is all screwed up, because a lot of things that happen, they say didn't happen. And like I said, there's a lot of movies like that. The only ones I can think of right now that's like that. Friday 13, Halloween, Freddy it's kind of like that, but they kind of combined. They kind of, well, 1 and 2 kind of threw off track in a way, because they were not really, because they mentioned the people who used to live there. Let me see. Well, I can't say Freddy's like that, because all basically it's the same. It shows something. They show character from another one on a different one, and cause they reconnected Freddy when Part 3 came out, cause Nancy was on there. When the first one was on 3, and then they killed her off. Then the people on 3 was on 4. Then the girl on 4 was on 5. Then the people on 5 wasn't even on 6. It was like a whole new story. He was trying to bring Springwood, or I should say M Street, to a different place. And I have to say that I hope when they make new sequels, they don't mess up the continuum of it. Like, they keep the story going, like what happens in the next story got something to do with the first story, and so on and so on. Like they did Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. They kind of put all the, I like how they did it. Avengers, all the story, everything that happened in Avengers was in Iron Man 3, Thor, Captain America. Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. They need to bring a Hulk movie out. That's what I have to say. They need to bring a Hulk movie out. They need to. But I guess they're waiting for the right time. And I heard Guardians of the Galaxy gonna be tied in with Avengers too, because the Infinity Glove gonna be on there, and Thanos, gonna be on there. And this is like a vlog, movie vlog thing, sorta. I'm just talking about movies and stuff. I tried to do it live, but I tried to do a live one, do a Google Hangout, but I keep losing connection. It keeps knocking me off connected. So I thought I'd do it this way. I think it'll save time and stress of trying to get it done when it's messing up. You see what else movie? Spider-Man. I hate that they rebooted it. I really hate they rebooted it because I hate when they keep rebooting movies. The only movie they didn't reboot, actually really didn't reboot, is Thor, and Captain America is Sword. They didn't reboot after. Hopefully they'll reboot none of the movies again because I'm tired. They keep rebooting it, starting all over to get used to the character, a new storyline that has nothing to do with the other one. The like thing was Spider-Man. How can Spider-Man 1, 2, 3 be connected with the Amazing Spider-Man? See, it's like they started. It's like they broke the continuum on that one too. And I like this Amazing Spider-Man, but I hate that it's not connected to 1, 2, and 3. Same with the Haunts. They keep doing it over and over and over. Thor the only one that kept going. Captain America they kept going so far. They need to bring Fantastic Four. They should find some way to. I know this is possible. If it is possible that if two movie companies could work together and somehow bring the X-Men on Avengers, it'd be cool. I would love that. And Spider-Man too. If the movie companies, Fox, and Marvel Studios and one I can think what the other one is, if they could combine their ideas, they can make a good story that involves the Avengers and all of them. But that probably will never happen. It's just it's just my thought. And and I know this is a very long blog, but this is a movie time vlog. It's like I said, I hate when they start all over. It bugs me when they reboot something, like they did Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday 13. I hate when they reboot it because they should keep it going on, so they keep the story connected. So every story they make is connected to something in the past. And Evil Dead, they didn't actually reboot it. They made a new story out of it because they're supposed to combine both Evil Deads together, which I like. After the Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness 2, they're supposed to make it Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, or Evil Dead, another Evil Dead movie after that, and probably Ash and the girl who survived the Evil Dead movie supposed to be on there. So I like stuff like that. That's what I like. I hope they do. I want to do other movies like that. Make if they do that, like the reboot, they should somehow combine the movie into the continuum of the other movies that they associate with. And like I said, like they did Quarantine. I like how they did Quarantine. Like Quarantine, REC, REC 1, 2, and 3. Well, 1 and 2, they kind of told a story, and then they continue right after the other one. I like how they did REC. It's like that. But Quarantine is another one that I hate that they did change the whole. Well, they did talk about what happened on Quarantine on the second one. They talk about what happened on the first one, so it's kind of connected. And all of the if you think about all of the Final Destination, they all connect. That's what I like. They all connected. They all connected by talking about something that happened on the first one. Each of them talk about something that happened. Each of the movies talk about what happened on the first one, which made them all connected. And they talk about things that happened that they connected with. So I make every story connected by that one they're talking about the first one. And I think they talk about the second one, the third one. Each one talk about each part, and They mostly talked about the first one, and Hellraiser got all screwed up and got all off the continuum. So I'm not gonna talk about that. I seen Spirit of Hellraiser movie. I'm just gonna leave that out because that was all screwed up. After the 1, 2, I like the 1, 2, and 3, but after 1, 2, and 3, they screwed the whole thing up because the 1, 2, 3 was connected because the girl on the first one made a cameo appearance on the third one. Cause the girl reported watching the video of the girl on the first one, and so that makes them connected. See, them movies I like too. If they show a person from one of the other movies on another movie playing a character from the movie, then you might as well say they connected. And I know this is very long. It's at 25 minutes already. I've been on here long. I might make it 30 minutes and then quit. There's a lot of movies that I hate that they do that. It bugs me a whole lot that they do that. I don't know why they keep rebooting movies thinking they keep, I'll make it better. Just because they get a new director, they should continue the story but in their vision, not reboot it all over again. Just like all the Star Treks. They connected. They talk about stuff that happened in the past. Star Trek movies, all of them connected. I like that. Even Star Trek going from the original to the next generation to the old Star Trek series, if we might well say, it's connected. That's why I like it. They connect. They want to reboot or nothing. The TV series Star Trek, all Star Trek TV shows, they always connected. They talked about what happened on each, like for example, they talk about the Borg was on Next Generation and Voyager, Q, but basically on all of them, he popped around, so that make him connected. Q sometimes talk about Picard, sometimes he talk about this person. So only one, able connected to the original because they appeared on each of them. They appeared on somehow. They appeared or they've been talked about on each of the Star Trek movies. I know it's supposed to talk about horror movies, but I'm just kind of going to sci-fi a little bit. And like I said, Star Wars is all connected. They didn't reboot that. They just continue it. They made pre-sequels. That's what they should do. They should get an idea from watching their movies, like Star Trek, Star Wars, by making movies. When they make movies, they should say they'll make another part to it, but they'll either make a pre-sequel or some years later, but still reference what happened in the past. That's what they should do. To make a long series to continue, because fans are starting to hate that they're rebooting a lot of movies. Fans really hate that. I see a lot of backlash on the reboot movies. They should, if they do a reboot, they should somehow connect it with another. This is like X-Men First Class. They connected that with X-Men Future Past. They both X-Men New Class and the regular X-Men will be in there together. See, stuff like that. See, if you could do that with movies, then it make it people, fans would say, oh, it's connected, so it make a good story. And it's part of the continuum. And they usually continue stuff like in books and stuff like that too. That make like continue, but a lot of times don't have nothing to do with shit. But they do mention people that's in the movies or that happened before, or they mention a person in the book that's on the movie but not in the book. But they mention the person, but to make them connected. Let's see what else movie. Let's see. The Grudge. All that was connected. What happened on the first one is they mentioned on the second one, and I've been on the second one. They mentioned on the third one. See, that was a good horror series. They should kept it going. They should do movies like that. That's how. There's a lot of movies, as an example, That's how they should do it instead of rebooting them. I know a lot of times reboots work sometimes, sometimes they don't. Like the thing, when they did the new one, it was actually a pre-sequel, so that's they kind of put them together, but it has some continuing problems. But they did kind of connected, the end part connected together. So, so that was a good movie. They should make another thing. I'll be glad when they make another one because I like The Thing. The Thing was a very, very good movie. And there's so many horror movies I like. So many horror movies. And so Godzilla kind of Godzilla connects in some ways. You know, all the Godzilla movies, they connect in some ways. But not always. But they connect. And so because some of the Godzilla could do this, but he can't do that. So you know, Godzilla have different powers on different movies. So it's hard to say because he used it like once on one movie, then he'll use it on another movie. So he got more powers than he'd show. I wonder what they could do for the new movie Godzilla. I wonder if they could kind of connect it, or is this a reboot? If they connect it to the old one, connect the story, I would love it. I don't want to see no reboot. I don't want to see no reboot. If they go do Godzilla, they should do a continuum, like put it into the continuum of the Godzilla story. They should somehow fit it in there, and it'll be a new reboot. It gonna be just another story of Godzilla that fits in the continuum that makes sense because it follows what story goes. And that's another movie I can't think of what the name of right now. They probably have a second one of that. I can't think of the movie. It's about this monster come out the water and he got the Statue of Liberty head off. If you know that movie, let me know. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's the back of my mind. It's tip of my tongue, but I can't think what it is now. Cloverfield, that's it. Cloverfield. There could be a second one of Cloverfield. I haven't heard no news lately about it, but they're supposed to be making a new Cloverfield. And Pacific Rim. There's supposed to be a second one of that one. I hope they do a good job. I hope they don't reboot. Because I saw the light reboots. It's like breaking the story. It's like changing everything that happened before. And but like I said, I do like reboots. I do like them. Sorry to say I don't like them, but I like some reboots because it give a different story. But I'm not really fond of them like that. I'll watch them to see if there's any connection with it. And some, you know, I'd rather have a continuous story than a reboot. In my opinion, I'd rather have a continuous story than a reboot. And let's see what else. Just like on The Collector, it continued. The next movie continued where the last one left off. The guy get captured at the end of the first one. He escaped on the second one. He put the Collector into one of the boxes at the end. So I want to think of making another part. I would love to make another part of the movie called The Collector. I would love to see it. Just like Human Centipede. Human Centipede, in the first one and the second one is connected. Because the guy on the second one was watching the movie of the first one. So on what the third one will be like. Is the third one going to be a combination of the first one and the second one? People from the first one and second one will be on there? Or, oh yeah, also on the second one, the girl from the first one was on the second one too. So that make them connected. She played actress. And I have to say that Human Centipede is a very good movie. I like that. They should do like I said, they should do more sequels instead of reboots. I'd rather see I'd rather see sequels than reboots. And there's a lot of new horror movies coming out, a lot of new ones. And like Resident Evil, it kind of continues. It wasn't no reboot each time. It was like continue the story, but it kind of went off the continue of connecting with the game. The first one was, and the second one was, and the third one kind of veers off to something different. And it just, it's just one of the things that it bothers me a lot of time when a movie veers off the actual story. But it do get interesting sometimes. It's like, what they doing next? Why this going on? It kind of boggles the mind about that a lot of times. And I wish they quit doing that, because it get annoying sometimes, because you get confused because you don't know what's going on, and you don't know nobody, and there's no connection to the story. They went to a different direction, and everything get mixed up, and you don't know what's what, or who's who, or anything that's going on. It's just like a new story that don't have nothing to do with the actual continuum of it. I know I'm saying continuum a whole lot, but I like movies that continue the story. It's just like comic books. If they make a few comic books and they say, "Oh, I want to reboot the whole story," it's like they lost all that story that they could connect with it. And like Spider-Man been out for a long time, X-Men been out a long time, and they starting to reboot the Spider-Man series. Well, they actually killed off Spider-Man and had Doc Ock take over the story in Amazing Spider-Man 700, I think. And it's just, it just I hate when the movies just start rebooting. They need to they keep rebooting Superman. Well, I understand they get Superman like that, because I haven't seen Man of Steel or Superman Returns. I haven't seen none of them, so I can't really comment on them. I only can comment on the movies that I've seen. And it just, damn, I'm over that 40. I didn't even know I was talking that long. But this is a long horror movie one. First I was talking about what movies coming out new, and I'm just talking about horror movies now. I'm just talking about horror movies and everything else. It just, But it just bugged me. What I mean is, they should give it a thought and saying, what new story can I come up with next for the continuum? What, just like for horror movie, what story can I use or make up that will fit into the continuum, that has some do with it, or explore a lot of stuff that never been explored about the character in the sequels? Like Saturday Friday 13, they should explore more about, did he actually die, or did he survived? My opinion, he survived the drowning. He didn't drown. I thought he drowned, but he didn't drown. And they should explore more on, like characters, like more what's going on with them, like they did on Halloween 6. They show what happened to Tommy. They show he's still following Jason. So that's what I'm talking about. Continue. They still mention the first Halloween. That's what I like about it. They mentioned the first Halloween, and he was there, so it's like combining uh, 4, 5, 6 together by that story. And 3, I don't know what was going on, but when they did 3, I don't know, but it was like a testing that they did, and it did feature Halloween on there, but it's like somebody watching Halloween on TV, and that was about it. It wasn't nothing much really on that one about Halloween. It had about the masses on there, I know, but the masses make your roaches come out your head and stuff like that. And I guess I end this because it's at 40 right now. Not just wait till 50, make it a full 50. I know it'll be a while before I could, load this, but somebody shared it. I had to cut it off because it was messing up a whole lot. That's why I had to cut it off. My live stream just didn't want to act right. I have no idea why. It just my hangouts have been messing up. When I do a hangout now, I'm not gonna try to do anything, but I'm gonna just talk on the hangout. I'm not gonna look for nothing on the internet. I'm just gonna talk. And that's why lately when I've been doing hangout and try to do stuff, the hangout freeze. The page I'm on is freeze. It's like I've been having problems lately. So I guess because I haven't been on hangout a long time. Like did earlier this year. I did a whole lot of hangout way early this year, and I'm just trying to get back in it. But lately my hangouts haven't been doing so good. They've been messing up a lot. And let me see. They should make another drag me to hell. Drag me to hell. They should make another one of that. I would like to see what happens after. See, a lot of movies, it seems like there should be another part because how it ends, and it make you wonder what's next and what's going on. Because some ending is like it leave an open door of saying they can explore what happened next, and they should explore. They should explore more of what happens to the characters and stuff like that. But they don't really do that. Some movies just one shot. They only make one movie of, and that's it. But a lot of movies need a sequel. It's like for closure, because it put closure to a lot of stuff. Like, for example, The Thing needs some explanation of what happened to the girl at the end, because they never show her again. They're upset about her, so it's hard to say what happened to her. They need to find a way to actually show what actually happened to her. Did she survive? Did she freeze to death? Nobody knows. And it's just one of the questions. There's a lot of movies like that, like Gonna Drag Me to Hell. When the guy's girlfriend got dragged to hell, what was it on his mind, and how did he, what happened after he saw that? Did he go crazy? Did he try to tell people? They put him in the mental hospital. They never explore stuff like that. I wish they make movies that put a closure to the other movie, or make a continuum of it, because some movies need it, because there's so much to explore on the movie that they don't do. Because like I said, Friday 13, they could explore more on his background, how was he resurrected? On how if he died, how was he resurrected? There was hint on just to go to hell that he was resurrected by the Book of the Dead, but it's kind of, you know, it was kind of off the Friday the 13th story, so it was kind of in the story, but not. It makes sense if they used the book of Jason's mom used the Book of the Dead to bring Jason back to life. It makes sense, and that will bring in Ash. Just think about it. It makes sense. You would have to bring in Ash or Friday on Evil Dead, because it's connected to Evil Dead. Okay. It's connected to Evil Dead, and leave it right here. Can't play with this.
Andre broke.
Wipe to your forehead.
Huh? Oh, what? To my forehead?
Yeah, wipe to your forehead. Let's ketchup on your forehead?
Yeah. Let's ketchup. Oh.
My son got ketchup on his forehead. His forehead must have been trying to eat. The Book of the Dead was on the fireplace, and they could continue the story. They should somehow bring that story and that, yeah.
My forehead got stuck in the ketchup.
Okay.
I can't get it off. But now with your hand, let's tissue. Here's the tissue. I can't get it out, but it ripped.
Oh, okay. I get it. Oh, you got one already out. Right here. There you go. I got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My son would ketchup on his forehead. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I had to laugh. Let's see, what was that? They should somehow incorporate that story into Evil Dead, and they should explain, or they should somehow put a story in how she got the book, if that was the way she brought him back to life. And they should somehow incorporate that into the story. Then they could continue it, and they could, you know, it can make sense then. It will make sense, and it was some. I know it just sounds crazy, but they should incorporate. They should exactly explain how Jason came back to life. Because they never explain that. They should make stories on how he became the